appears that the Serpent has gathered the bulk of his forces in the mountainous region to the north and sealed himself within. So much the better. That gives us a chance to learn what we can about this threat and plan a defense.
Delves are the equivalent of strikes in Destiny, I suppose, so that's cool. There's soloable delves, and then there's group delves, so that's interesting. I'll have to figure out what the exact difference is between the two and how they compare to Destiny 2.
lives are at stake. Please, you must help. There was a terrible accident. My colleague, Kelman Locke. We're sorcerers. He leads my circle, or led. We sought to shatter a dark anchor at its base, to show the Fighters Guild we can do it more efficiently, so we traveled to the Proving Grounds Dome. The Circle summoned Atronachs to destroy the dark anchor. Instead, they turned on the Circle. One of the Celestials must have caused it. I'm no conjurer. I wasn't next to the summoning when it happened. It's the only reason I escaped to seek help.
I'm so confused. I guess this is what I'm supposed to do? I don't know. Either way, this is what we're gonna do.
Please, you, my colleague, Kelman Locke. With sorcerers, he leads my circle, or led. We sought to. The circle summoned Atronachs to destroy the Dark Anchor. Instead, they turned on the circle.
Okay, nope, we're Googling this shit. We're Googling this shit. This shit's too confusing. Voice to text, sorry, I talked to Hera in Elder Scrolls Online for the Craglorn story expansion quest. What should I do next to continue and progress the quest? Too long, didn't read, reply, please. I don't have any quests from Hera after last speaking with her. Harold is inside of this place, apparently. He's one of the people I can get a quest from.
The Fighters Guild only recently arrived in Belkarth. We're here to help with the celestial threat.
fell right out of the sky, like a bare-arsed condom.
Mark down in an alien well. Magic effused the Lorcan blood to crystal red and strong. Then wild elves cut and polished it down to chimel at a ball. Red diamond, the heart and soul of men. Red diamond, protect us till the end.
The Apex Stone could be the key. If only I could get my hands on the tools those ancient priests possessed. Excuse me. Horus says you've joined our number. That's very exciting. Because I believed I've discovered something that could help us understand who or what the Celestials really are. I've learned from certain ancient writings that this may not be the first time the Celestials have appeared in Craglorn. These legends describe a link between Mundus and the stars, right here in Craglorn. Apex Stones, they call them. I know where to find one of these stones. A great Mundus stone dedicated to the Celestial Warrior. But it's locked deep in the ruins of Kardala. Only a Skystone amulet, the kind worn by ancient native priests, can open the way.
What the fuck? My quest log is full.
Excuse me. Horus. I know where to find one of these stones. A great... Many dwarven religious texts refer to a Dwemer site called Mitharnaz. A high priest named Arnming wrote that he wished to be buried there, among the Masters of the Heavenly Stone. His burial site is our best chance of finding a Skystone amulet. Nedic writings suggest that the Needs may have been slaves at sites like Mitharnaz, and they may have adopted some dwarven practices, but the dwarves are such a mystery, it's impossible to guess what those practices might have been. We don't know a lot about them. They were an early race who settled in Craglorn. What history we do know tells a tale of enslavement and invasion. The Dwemer, the Aelids, and finally, the Yakudans all had their way with the Needs. The Needs apparently followed a variety of customs and religious practices, adapting to whatever invaders were currently overwhelming them. One of those customs was star worship. The Skystone amulet was a symbol of the priestly office. Nedic writings suggest that the Needs may have been slaves at sites like Mitharnaz. We don't know a lot about them. The Needs apparently followed a variety of customs and religion. Nedic writings suggest that the Needs may have been slaves at sites like Mitharnaz. We don't know a lot about them. The Needs apparently followed a variety of customs and religious practices. Nedic writings suggest that we don't know a lot about them. The Needs apparently followed a variety of customs and religious practices. Nedic writings talk about the Apex Stones in a variety of ways, but they all agree that there is a connection between the stars and these stones. If we can understand that connection, perhaps we can find out how to stop the Celestials.
Consumed it all. To Cold Harbor went our cloth were gone, to bargain on the prince's song. They came to mock at tribune small, schemer, hunger, hunter all, pariah, strier, destroyer came, raver and twilight just the same. From dread
You look like I could use a drink.
save us, from Daedra keep us safe. Forsake the ones that made us to fight our wrongful fate. They sneered when Clockwork made his demand.
Oh, I gonna lie, once we get these quests, I'm off, man. I gotta get to sleep. I'm tired.
And what do you offer in return?
What do you want?
The Celestial Mage? In pieces? That's crazy talk. You were at the observatory earlier, weren't you? I thought I saw you talking to Hara. Are you going to visit the tavern? If so, watch out for 2 lunatic high elves. The 2 high elves inside the tavern claim, quite loudly in fact, that they are aspects of the mage. The very celestial that fell from our starry skies. I took my drink and came out here. They're asking the Stargazers to help them put the pieces back together, or some such nonsense. Even offered to let me touch some strange relic to see the truth. But let me tell you, nothing good has ever come from touching strange relics. When the High Elves approach you, remember that I warned you. Those women have a strange way of spotting anything related to the Stargazers. And guess what? If you're working with Hara, you're related to us now. They've been making a nuisance of themselves in Belkarth for the last few days. Claim they need to speak to Hara of the Stargazers immediately. Of course Hara hasn't been available, so they came here to wait. No, and that's why we're here. Hara wanted us to make sure they had legitimate business with the Stargazers before she sees them. But all I found out is that they're legitimately crazy. Still, I kind of want to... Well, for one thing, all of the pictures of the constellations portray the mage as a bearded old man. For another, shouldn't the Celestials look more, I don't know, intimidating?
It's not that much to ask.
What is that terrible smell? What do you want?
Get in line.
Keeping myself busy here.
Elamir came to Belkarth to sell their valuables. Must be pretty bad over there. Well, I can't give you anything for these.
No, listen. My family is well respected in Stormhaven. I can get you lots of valuables. I just need to get out of Craglorn.
can't pay me enough to protect these caravans.
You're telling me you know what attacked us the other day? Warriors made out of stone. How are you supposed to fight such creatures? We left the carts in the middle of the road and ran.
There's an arena up there. Lots of gold for the taking.
Fighting in the arena has got to be safer than guarding the caravans, anyhow.
I've had about enough of this. They can't pay me enough to protect these caravans.
You're telling me you know what attacked us the other day? Warriors made out of stone. How are you supposed to fight such creatures? We left the carts in the middle of the road and ran.
There's an arena up there. Lots of gold for the taking.
Fighting in the arena has got to be safer than guarding the caravans, anyhow.
Hmm.
I've had about enough of this. They can't pay me enough to protect these caravans.
You're telling me. You know what attacked us the other day? Warriors made out of stone. How are you supposed to fight such creatures? We left the
I
carts in
think
the
I'll
middle of
go
the
to
road and ran.
Dragonstar. There's an arena up there. Lots of gold for the taking.
Fighting in the arena has got to be safer than guarding the caravans, anyhow.
Alright, well, I'm being told the final quest is over this guy. So, we're gonna go here right now. Welcome back. Since we're here, we'll talk to these two people real fast.
And this is why you should inform this Hara of yours immediately. It is urgent that we speak to her. Yes, we are wasting time repeating ourselves to a lackey.
I'm trying to understand what you just told me. There are other versions of you elsewhere in Craglorn?
As we explained, and with exceptional clarity, we are merely aspects of the one you call the Celestial Mage. Even as we stand here, the Serpent seeks to control us all. Even now he gathers our aspects to use as his own, assembling them into a false mage who is entirely in his control.
Yes, of course. Whatever you say. I'll talk to Hara, but I can't make any promises. The constellations have disappeared from the sky, and we have other things to deal with right now. Good God, these high elves are mad.
The stars shine before him, pleading for help, and he's too busy looking at the empty sky to realize it. A drink, then, to ease our patience. You, mortal servant, deliver us your finest... what's the word? Ale?
Ale? But the brewer serves drinks in the other room.
I bet these are false.
Your aura is different, stronger, more connected to this world than others I have met. Ah, you're here at last. Do not be confused. We foresaw your arrival. The one who has walked across the plains and faced down gods. Or do we speak of things still to come? Time is much more fluid among the stars. We are the one you call the Celestial Mage, or at least two aspects of a larger whole. The Serpent shattered us, weakened us. Hold still but a moment and we will show you. Witness the treachery of the Serpent.
My God.
You won't win, Malazar. I am too strong for you.
You underestimate me, Vala. I have more tricks at my disposal than you could ever imagine. I have drawn you out of your apex stone and made you vulnerable. I know the power you wield. I am not fool enough to try to swallow you whole, but a piece at a time.
I will not let you do this. I will stop you.
Protest as you will, but I have already won.
Jesus.
Now you know what the Serpent has done to us. How he split us into pieces. He intends to locate our weakened aspects and forge them into a being he can control. One poison. Take this relic, the Seeker's Sight. It is a compass of sorts, one that is connected to all aspects of the mage. But like the mage, the relic is broken. When you repair it, it will recognize our other aspects. When we fell from the sky, the 3 gems that power the Seeker's Sight were lost. You will need to retrieve these gems to make use of the relic. Thank you. With the Seeker's sight restored, we can locate our other aspects before the Serpent takes control of them. When you finish mending the Seeker's sight, meet us at the winery outside of Belkarth. We will wait for you there.
We go to pick up this last quest and then we stop. We're done playing the game. After that, then we are going to sleep. My ass is tired. I need to get sleep.
Fools, the lot of you! It's the truth! Stendarr's mercy when I get out of these binds! Another one, eh? Come to gawk at Titus the Mad? Well, I'm not insane, no matter what you may have heard. And I might be your only hope to defeat the Ankara. The Ankara, the cursed Yokuden army that has invaded Craglorn. They serve the Celestial Warrior, but their true master is their general, a man of unmatched cruelty named Tarash Z. I can help to call me Titus. It's a long story, but I'm familiar with Tarash Z and his army of Ankara. Centuries ago, they were part of the Ragada, the Yokuden invasion force that subdued and conquered Craglorn. But Tarash Z and his army were among the worst. Undead? Huh! These are no rotting Draugr or mindless skeletons. But it's true. They can't hardly be called living either. Untie these bonds and help me stop them. I'll tell you what I can when I'm free. It'd be an amusing story if the situation weren't so dire. An unseen force pulled me from my time into yours and dropped me in the midst of Dragonstar's grand melee, stark naked. I won, naturally. Then the soldiers arrested me, just as naturally. We're all from the past. I'm just from farther past. I can explain better what's going on if you free me and help me stop Tarish C and the Ankara. And maybe find me some clothes as well? Thank you. You are a noble soul. Perhaps you'll actually believe my extraordinary tale when there is time to tell it. But first, meet me at the cave called Buried Sands. If my suspicions are correct, we'll find something we need there. Ah, that'll be sore tomorrow. Let's get away from here before we're seen. I'll try to grab some proper clothes and a weapon. Meet me at the cave known as Buried Sands. There's something I have to retrieve there. I'll explain more when you arrive.
Alright then. I guess this is where we'll go ahead and stop.